So what happens when a person can't consent to an interaction because they are too intoxicated? That's what this case is about, really. So on February 13th, 2023, a woman contacted police in Siloam Springs because of an incident that happened the morning of February 12th. According to the victim, she went out with friends on February 11th to celebrate a birthday. They went to Fayetteville, they drank, and when the night was over, they came back to her friend's apartment in Benton County. I can't say for sure who all was at the apartment, but I know the victim was at the apartment. The victim's female friend was at the apartment, and a man named Peter Tao was at the apartment. So according to the victim and what she told police, she was passed out on the couch. She had on pajama bottoms and like a t-shirt or whatever, but the pajama bottoms is the important thing. So she was like passed out, like asleep for the night, down for the count. And she at some point, woke up to Peter Tao having removed her panties and her pajama bottoms and performing oral on her. She then remembered at some point in time him trying to insert himself into her. She didn't know how successful that was or not. It seemed like he was having a little bit of trouble. And then she passed back out. So this is a person that could not even stay conscious because she was so intoxicated. She said that she woke up in the morning to her pants and panties being back on. So had she not woke up in the middle of that interaction, she might not have even known that she was raped, right? She wouldn't have known, possibly, because he took her pants off, then he put them back on. After the incident, the woman contacted Peter Tao on Snapchat. These are some of the messages that were exchanged. So the victim said to Peter, "Hey, did we do something last night? Because I kind of remember something happening, but I'm not 100% sure." To that, Peter responded back, "Yeah, sorry. One thing just kind of led to the next, and something did." The victim said, "I remember waking up to you trying to put your D in me and it not really working. I guess I want to know why you thought it was okay for something to happen, knowing I was drunk and already asleep." To that, Peter responded, "Yeah, I wanted to personally apologize to you in the morning, but I was too hungover and tried. I effed up and I'm truly sorry. Is there anything I can do to make it up to you?" That is the interactions that are shown between Peter and the victim. So Peter's admitting to raping the victim. He, essaying at the very least, but honestly, I would call it rape. But then the next message that is shown really just drives me right over the edge, because Peter took it upon himself to message the friend of the victim. This is what that message said. "Hey, I'm super sorry to say this, but my actions last night was stupid and I effed up hard. I got with the victim when she was asleep and drunk." So, he's admitting to the grape. Then he said, "I think she might report me to the cops and I can't afford to lose all my life's work. Is there any way you can call her and talk her into not doing so? I would do anything to not get that on my record." Do you need a minute to let that sink in, to really let that sink in? Peter Tao had a way of making this about him, his life's work, and how he can't have it on his record. Never mind the fact that the victim will have to live with what happened to her for the rest of her life. Police contacted Peter Tao and asked him to come in for an interview. He immediately said no and lawyered up. So Peter Tao was originally arrested on a single count of rape. Later, the criminal information was amended to add second-degree SA to that single count of rape. So then there were 2 charges. He did recently have a jury trial last week, and I hate to say it because we don't know exactly what was allowed to be presented to the jury, but I think the jury just really got this one wrong. If the information that we have was presented to the jury, then it seems like They punished the victim for being intoxicated more than punishing the man for raping her while she was intoxicated. And a woman should be able to drink as much as she wants and not have fear that someone is going to do this to her, to force themselves on her. That's disgusting behavior. So what happened was the jury acquitted Mr. Tao of that count of rape. They found him guilty of second-degree SA and sentenced him to probation. He does have to register as a SMEX offender, but yeah, he got like 5 years probation. That's it. 5 years probation. So I guess his life's work gets to remain unscathed. Obviously, the part about the jury and the sentencing is my opinion. What is your opinion on this?